we'll keep in mind what you asked for earlier about the funding focus.
Yeah, we'll make sure to hit those points about the companies and investments.
All right, let's do this again from the top.
So let's imagine a world where legal paperwork vanishes.
Yeah.
And where more people have access to justice than ever before, and where lawyers can focus on strategy and big picture stuff instead of all those mundane tasks.
Absolutely. And that's where we see the money flowing.
Exactly. And we're going to dive into that for you, focusing on the funding side of things.
As we mentioned before, we're focusing on the companies, the funding rounds, and what they do.
And we'll keep it to around 10 or 15 minutes, like you requested earlier.
So we'll be concise and hit the key points for each company.
So let's jump right into it with the first company, Abstract.
Right. They recently secured $4.8 million in seed funding.
And they're focused on regulatory intelligence using AI to analyze huge amounts of data.
Yeah, they use large language models to process data from over 145,000 government bodies.
It's like they're providing a real-time risk assessment for businesses. That's where investors see the value.
Exactly. Instead of manually reviewing data, corporate teams get tailored risk and opportunity insights.
Which allows them to be more proactive about proposed bills or regulatory changes.
Yeah, that's a huge time and money saver, and the investors are betting on that.
So that's Abstract. Now let's move to Eve, who's focused on AI for plaintiff law firms.
Right, and they secured a massive $47 million in a Series A funding round.
It's a significant investment led by Andreessen Horowitz, a major player in tech investing.
That's right, they're known for backing companies that really shake up industries.
And this investment suggests they see AI as the future for personal injury law.
Yeah, Eve's platform automates a lot of tasks for lawyers, like medical chronologies and document drafting.
Which lets them spend less time on paperwork and more time on strategy and client interaction.
Exactly, and law firms using Eve have reported significant gains in efficiency and profitability.
That's great news for lawyers and their clients, and obviously great for investors, too.
For sure, the results speak for themselves. Investors like seeing the numbers.
Okay, so we've got Abstract for regulations, Eve for plaintiff law firms. Now let's look at Transparently.
Yeah, they focus on accessibility, empowering people to manage some of their own legal issues.
And they do that by giving people support when they need it, which is very interesting for investors.
Right. It's a hybrid model that makes legal services more affordable and accessible.
Their target audience is underrepresented groups, which is another way they've made them appealing.
Yeah, like BAME communities and individuals with disabilities and women facing financial hardship.
And they received funding from Mint Ventures, who support diverse-led companies.
Yes, investors saw how the technology really serves a need to help more people.
So Transparently is using tech to make the legal system more accessible for everyone.
Exactly, which is something investors are getting behind, as that aligns with their values too.
So we've got 3 different companies, each with a unique approach and each with different investors.
Yeah, it's interesting how each company has attracted different types of investors.
And that shows us how diverse the applications of AI in law can be and where investors see value.
It does. Different company, different needs, different segments of the investment community.
Now, if even investors recognized all of these nuances, what should the average person think?
It's important to remember that this is a fast-moving landscape that is always changing.
So it's good to know about these tech companies, but what does this mean for us?
Well, it means that AI is influencing more than just law professionals. It's changing things for everyone.
Okay, so that includes how we interact with contracts on a daily basis.
Exactly. AI can help translate those dense legal terms into simpler language.
And that would be a game changer, making contracts easier to understand for people.
And AI can personalize those contracts for individuals, making them relevant.
So that means no more getting lost in complicated legalese when signing important documents.
Absolutely. And AI is also making strides in online dispute resolution.
So imagine having a disagreement with an online retailer and using AI to resolve it.
Yeah, it streamlines the process without endless emails or phone calls.
The AI could analyze the dispute and propose potential solutions,
helping both parties reach a resolution more quickly and efficiently with fewer headaches.
So it's about using AI to make the legal system more accessible to everyone.
Exactly. And it has the potential to make things fairer, too.
Of course, you can't blindly adopt these technologies. We need to be smart about it, like the investors.
Yeah, and that brings up a crucial point. As AI becomes more part of our daily lives,
how do we ensure that it serves humanity rather than the other way around?
It's a big question and a core issue of this whole field of innovation and why ethics matter.
So at the end of the day, it's about our relationship with the law itself.
Yeah, and AI is making it so that people don't have to feel intimidated by legalese.
So instead of feeling confused, people might start to feel more empowered?
Absolutely. It has the potential to democratize legal expertise, just like those companies.
So could there be a flip side to this if we rely too much on the AI?
Well, it's important to remember that AI is a tool, and we need to be careful about using it.
So it's about empowering people to be informed participants, not passive recipients.
Exactly. We need to use AI to enhance our knowledge, not to replace it.
And for lawyers, it's about seeing AI as a tool and a collaborator.
Right. AI is a way for them to amplify their own skills and provide better advice.
So it is about evolving alongside this technology, not fighting against it.
And the best solutions are going to involve a combination of human knowledge and AI.
So it's not an either or, it's a both hand scenario where AI and human intelligence work together.
And that's what companies like Abstract, Eve, and Transparently are doing.
So with Abstract, it's about freeing human experts for strategic thinking.
And with Eve, it's automating those repetitive tasks so that the lawyers can do what only they can do.
And Transparently makes the system more accessible while also still providing that human advice.
Yeah, and as we move forward, we have to keep talking about the ethics of AI.
And we need to make sure that AI is used to help people and to create a better, more equitable world.
I couldn't agree more. It's a collective responsibility for all of us.
Well, we've reached the end of our focused recap, diving into legal tech funding.
It's been an interesting trip, and I hope you enjoyed it now that we've restarted it.
We hope this episode gave you a clearer view of the landscape, and we're glad we could restart it for you.
Thank you for joining us today, and we'll be back next month with more funding news.
And until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning.